Good morning. Take number two, because this phone is doing its stupid thing again. It stopped recording after 35 seconds, so I'm just doing it all over again. So it is now 5:20 because I was talking for 5 minutes before I went and looked at the damn thing. So this is getting really annoying. So anyway, so yeah, 5:20. I got up a little bit earlier. 4:55. I was up and not crazy early. Hopefully you're up, getting your things done. A lot of people get up even earlier than I do, which is, like I had someone that I worked with before, Mike. He said he got up at 3:30 in the morning, which is great, for him. But you got to go to bed at 9:30 to get 6 hours. Um, and I definitely realize 6 hours is my sweet spot. 5.5 to 6 hours, about right. 5 hours, like laying down means I'm not getting 5 hours of sleep. Means I'm getting 4.5, and that's not enough for me. So some people say, "Oh, I can do two." Well, good for you, but I need six. So yeah, so yesterday was a different day, a little bit off, but that's okay. I still got a lot of things done. After I made the afternoon video, I was able to read for well over an hour. I was able to go to MMA. It was super hot in there. It was 90 something degrees inside the gym. Ran payroll, did a bunch of miscellaneous crap like that, which I consider busy work. I call it crap, but it has to be done, and I'm the one to do it. So I also put the AC in here because it was hotter in here than it was outside, just because of all the equipment, between the PC and like myself and the amp. You know what I mean? It was hotter in here, so I was like, even with the fan on, it just wasn't cutting it. So I was like, all right, AC time. So I threw the window AC in, cooled it off a little bit. I don't need crazy cooled. I get it down to about 80 degrees is fine with me. So, anyways, so got a decent amount done yesterday. Did a lot of stuff with the sim racing. Sending emails out, things like that. And yeah, that was my day yesterday. Just getting that sort of stuff done. It was a shorter day. I think I recorded the video at 1 o'clock, maybe even later than that. So I didn't have a ton of time, but got things done. So this morning I'm up early, have a lot to do. Today is pitch day, where I do an elevator pitch type event, which is kind of fun. I like these events because I get to network, meet new people, interesting people, and I get to learn. I get to educate myself, so it's a lot. So the other day we did a Zoom call for this event where a bunch of us were on, and we got to talk to someone who, I think he's a VC or he works for a VC. I forget, but I wrote some notes down, and basically he listens to our pitch, and then he kind of tells us what we need to do. His biggest thing was make it simple and just be conversational, be you, which makes a lot of sense, right? You have 20 seconds, and the idea is, in that 20 seconds, you got to tell them, what's the problem, how you solve it, and how you're better, or things like that. There's, it's just very easy, very simple, and so we're gonna be actually riding in an elevator for 22 seconds. So make sure this thing's recording. Yes. All right. A little over 3 minutes in. So yeah, so it's gonna be fun. 22 seconds in an elevator, and then you get feedback or whatever it is. And I guess I've done this before, and there's a couple people on the call that said that they actually they actually got funding. I mean, I'm not necessarily looking for funding. I'm looking for the education and the experience and the ability to dial in my message. Because whether it's your established business or something you're starting up, you're always going to have to be dialing in, what your vision is, what your mission statement is, or your massive transformational purpose, your MTP, as Exponential Organization says, right? So you're always going to be doing that, and the idea is you need to communicate very quickly and clearly what you do, so it piques interest in other people, and then they ask more questions. And then if it's a startup or whatever, they can ask questions which might give you insight into what you might need to change or pivot. And if it's an existing business, it can be the same thing. So the idea is, work on that, practice that, and so that's what I'm doing today. So I've got to head into Boston, and then before that, I think the CIC is open. The Cambridge Innovation Center, they're open, I think, today. Yesterday was Juneteenth. Someone said they're closed for Juneteenth, but yesterday was Juneteenth, so today's not. So I'm kind of confused. So I'm hoping, if they're open, I'm gonna go there early, at 4 o'clock or so. I'm gonna head over there, and then I'm gonna head out by 6 to the other event, which starts, I believe, at 6:30. And then from there, hopefully I get, if I'm not networking, I say hopefully I'm home early. I mean, I like to get home early, but if the networking is good, I will stay a little bit, which I did the other night. Went to dinner, it was fantastic. Not really dinner, but dinner and a drink. But anyways, so yeah, so I've got a lot to do before that today, and I do have my AI Zoom call for an hour. Before that, I've got to work on getting this elevator pitch and kind of that whole thing. I'm not really creating specific elevator pitch, I guess. I'm actually just going to kind of keep working on the vision, mission statement, massive transformational purpose. Work on those things, and that will help me dial that in. And that's the idea, right? You don't want to have something set in stone, this rigid thing that you're just reciting like a robot. Like, like I don't want to be staring at someone like, "Hi, my name is Bill." It's like stupid. It's like, no, that's not what you want. You want to be conversational, loose, fun, energetic. Kind of flow, natural conversation. That's the idea. So I'm gonna check on this one more time. Cool, still rolling. So I don't know why this thing just randomly stops. It just does. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it gets a push notification, even though it's on Do Not Disturb, and that triggers to shut off. I'm not really sure, but at 5:20 in the morning or 5:15 or whatever it is, who's calling me? Who's bothering me? Who's emailing me? Nobody. Anyways, so yeah, so this should be a fun event tonight. I mean, they're all fun, they're all enjoyable, but today is something I feel like I can, is directed at me, as in I can learn, about me, about what I'm working on, and I can get direct feedback, which I think is important and cool. So that's what's going on today. So that's gonna be, again, another long day. Like I said, I was up at 4:55, so I'll be going at it all day. By the time I get home, even the event ends at 8:30. So even if I was to just leave right at 8:30, by the time I get home, it's 9:15, 9:20, and and it's pretty much shower, read, reflect, bedtime. So it did stop again. So I don't know what's going on with this stupid thing. I don't know if it's just glitching out now. This is third time it's one, two, three. Yeah, third time it stopped today. So, anyways, I have no idea what's going on, but yeah. So the idea with the event is, and your elevator pitch is, you have 20 seconds, 22 seconds, I think he said, on the elevator right up. And you want to be loose, fun, conversational, just normal. You're meeting someone for the first time, or someone you haven't seen in a while, and, oh, what do you do? And this is what you do. So you want it to be flowing, you want it to be natural, things like that. So that's kind of, so today my focus is going to be kind of working on those things, getting some work done on, an hour or two on Nona Rev, and then I've got to work on more content for the Key to Amaze website and things like that. So, and then I am going to CIC earlier before, so I'm going to just go there and see if there's some interesting people there, maybe network for an hour or two, and then head over to this other event. So by the time I get home, might be 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. Might be later. I don't know. So, if networking goes good, then it can be substantially later. So, but the idea is, you know, to constantly, to network, to see how, to see if you can give back. When you're networking, it's not about me meeting people. It's about me meeting people and seeing if I can help them, if I can give them some insights, if I can offer them a service to help them to be, to push what they're working on ahead. It's like, this is a great, entrepreneurial community. That's what I'm in. It's an entrepreneurial community. I've been an entrepreneur most of my life, but I haven't really networked. But I've started to realize that, that is extremely important. And, you've got to give back when you're in those events, because you never know, when, when you're going to need somebody or something. And so giving back, early on, and just thinking about that thought process is, how can I help? How can I give back? It's like, what can I do? That's crazy important. You've got to do that. Otherwise, it doesn't, things aren't going to go very far or very well for you. So, I have a lot to do this morning, and that's going to roll into an early afternoon. And so I want to get to it. Hopefully, you are hopefully you're up, you're getting things done, and you are in the thought process of, giving back. It doesn't matter, whatever you do. I saw a video from Shaq earlier, and he says every time he goes to a store, he buys someone else something. Maybe you're not in that, financial space where you can do that. But maybe you can help someone with their groceries. Maybe you can help someone reach something in up high in an aisle that they can't, or down low, anything. It's like, maybe you can, see someone that might be, look like they're struggling, and say hi to them and hope, have a nice day. It's like, I try every day now when I'm around, when I'm in a space that's busy, or something like that. I tell people good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, have a wonderful day. I say just like that. Hey, good morning. How are you? Hope you have a wonderful day. In passing, they'll be coming at me, and it's like you can see their face change. They're like, what? Like, it's like this other person or human recognize, saw me. It's like, that's the idea. It's like you want to see people as other humans and recognize them, and appreciate that. So, give back. That's the biggest thing, I can say, is give back, and give back in a meaningful way that is meaningful to you, because it's going to impact other people's lives. So again, you don't have to do a financial give back. It can be a just give back of kindness, give back of your time, um, give back of knowledge or wisdom that you have about your life, that you've learned along the way. It can be 5 seconds. Again, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hope you have a wonderful day. You may never see that person again, but that's okay. You might have made their day a little bit better. So until tomorrow, I've got stuff to do. Hopefully you do too. Hopefully you've planned and you are ready to crush your day and crush your goals and dreams. Till tomorrow, peace out.